Right then, we're not quite there yet, and it seems that this particular train is the source of some debate, or this particular loco. Playmoto's off. Good evening, Playmoto. Thanks for popping by and throwing your expertise into the chat in that way that we do so often here. Right, where are we? Detroit, presumably. Right, there we go. Still going, still rolling. Waiting at the signal like a well-behaved young man. And moving on. Well, this is quite cool. We've got 2.5 million to play with, 2.75 million effectively. So we may not be done on expansion just yet. But anytime you deploy a new train, it's going to take a little while before it starts earning cash. And that in itself is unhelpful. Alright, okay, good. Let's go and have a look and see if anybody in Rill is adopting the steel horse as their means of getting around. Colonel, can I make it orange or indeed red? Well, I could. But there you go. Beldraco was going to go and watch someone play Sims 3, but you saw I was on, and therefore came to watch this instead. Why would you watch The Sims 3 when you've got Transport Fever to watch? Frankly, there is no alternative, and you should certainly not accept any alternative. Right, we've got 2 people waiting to go to Vancouver, and we've got 7 people waiting to go to Detroit, or thereabouts, and the station is empty. And they're all looking for Zeppelins, as we have come to know and love. Right, we'll catch up with that train when it finally gets somewhere. Maybe it'll cause a traffic jam in Vancouver. Don't know, can't rule it out. Real Vancouver Special Edition, nothing doing at the present time, but that's okay. It'll pick up. I'm certain it will pick up, particularly if Real starts to develop, starts to build some more facilities. You could watch The Sims 3. I could watch The Sims 3. I could just leave this running, pretend I've gone for a break, and watch The Sims 3. I'll bear that in mind. Anyway, right, now then, we have a couple of possibilities for the next thrilling move here, and they vary in terms of the amount of expense involved. How are we doing this year? We're down 871. We spent 289, so we're up 1.1. Yeah, 1.1 we're up at the moment. Okay, all right, that's all right. That's adequate. But what we don't want to do is hang around forever to make money. So I'm going to leave us going on moderate speed here. Now, the low-hanging fruit, to use a horrible phrase, in terms of extra cash, is to get this oil working for us a little harder. Now, Indianapolis is not too far away, so maybe, I don't know, we could do a truck route to Indianapolis. Don't fancy that much. Why would you use trucks when you've got trains? I mean, honestly. But equally, we want to run Sioux Falls out to Indianapolis as well, because this will help everything grow. And having another line in and out of Sioux Falls is the way to go. But to get that going is going to involve porking of the barrels. That's the noise it makes when someone subscribes on YouTube, you know. Yeah, there you go. 24 now needed to hit 23,000 YouTube subscribers, for those of you who like that number. So I think I might pork barrel it to save from hanging around, while the overall objective is to cease with all pork-related products. I don't see how we're going to afford this without having to sit around for 3 hours first. Now, we also want to run a route out to Brussels. Hold everything. Are you holding everything? You better be. Okay, no, I've got a new scheme, new plan, better plan. This is a good plan. Not that the other plan wasn't good, but this one's gooder. Right, we shall... Let's have a look at the landscape here. This is going to be a tunnel as well. That's another one. Oh, you exciting noises. We're going to run a line out like this. All right, then we're going to head for Brussels. That's 650k straight out the window there. And, well, which end of Brussels are you coming into, genius? Well, I guess we're coming in this end, aren't we? Okay, well, you're going to need to rebuild this track then. Both of these bits of track. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are. That's a thing that's going to happen. So what we're going to do is... Okay, this is happening, just so you know. We're going to... Okay, that 650 grand tunnel is starting to look like a bargain there. Any degrade... Oh, okay, we can go as far as here, and that will probably... Why so expensive? Well, because you're building a tunnel. That's why it's so expensive, you nana brain. Okay, I don't think we're going to get under there any cheaper, you know. And then we're going to have to double track that as well. I think that's how it has to be. Yeah, okay, hold everything. Is this going to form any kind of a direct line? Don't know for sure. We can evolve as time goes on. There we go. I like doing that, you know. You've seen me do it on numerous occasions. I like nothing better than committing to something expensive because it removes all further decision making from the process. Instead of agonizing, oh, should I spend it on this or should I wait until later? You're just going to go, stuff it, spend the money, bosh, done. You're committed to that particular course of events from that point on. Now, this is going to be a pricey bit. 3 million. Well, that's all the money I have, and that's for a terrible bridge. For a good bridge, it's more than that. Okay, pork barrel fans, it could be on any time soon. But before that, we need to remodel the station approach here, which is not exactly ideal, but there it is. Let's get this train out of the way. Come on, you, move it. I've got remodeling to do, and there's nothing I like remodeling more than a bit of track that I've laid previously and somehow made work. And pause. Right. Kill everything. Okay, that's all dead. Now then, we're going to want these two tracks... Whoa, turn the bulldozer off. We're going to want these two tracks here to connect up to this new expensive fandangle that I've got coming in. Obviously. Which way is it going to go? It's going to come this side of the steelworks, I think. Yeah, I think it probably is. Yeah, I think it probably is. It's going to come this side of the steelworks and then kind of pull a handbrake, turn around the corner here, and then everything will be brilliant. There we go. Oh, the subscriptions are coming thick and fast, friends. That's what we like to see. Let's get it out round there. That'll do. Right, okay, there we go. So you're now heading out that way. I don't know what my original caper was on this, but clearly that has now fallen by the wayside in the name of not doing that anymore. And because we're likely to carry on to other destinations, we'll hook these two up on here. Oh, yeah. Whoomp, there it is. And then these two will hook up onto the next ones. Now, they're going to need to interact with one another in order for this to be operating properly. And we're going to need to diamond those up, or at least put a return junction in so things can get to where they need to go. But Brussels is probably going to be one of the biggest stations we run later in the game. In terms of the amount of trains, the amount of throughput that it has train-wise. So having this many dedicated tracks is not a bad idea. Right, we shall do that. And then we shall mirror it on there as well. And because that's how I roll, we'll put it on there as well. This will not be the last time this track is interfered with. But that will suffice for now in terms of getting this all working. One there and one there. There we go. Good. Right, we can unpause. Let's have a quick look and see what the existing lines are doing. The existing lines are not going anywhere. They are both broken now. Perfect. Where do you want to go? You're fine. Okay, good. Hey there, line manager. Oh, you haven't got that turned on. Hey there, line manager. What's all this business? That's brown. That's not going to help me identify what's happening here, is it? Pink. Have I wrecked it? No, I haven't. Okay. That's odd. It's because you... okay, yeah, all right. I'm just being a bit dense. Right, that's all fine. Everything's working here. Good, right, yes. Now then, magic. Double speed, I know. Sorry, Slim. I know you like to take things low and slow. Actually, you like to build things paused. The number of times you actually unpause the game, you could probably count on one hand. You high-detailing monster. Now then, let's talk bridges, gang. Right, so I've got the expert bridge building kit installed. I got the viaduct kit installed. Let's have a fiddle with that, even though we can't afford it. Right, here we go. Now then, what does this do? That does that. This one does. Somehow I think the ships are going to struggle to get under there. This one, that's nice too, I suppose. Got a bit of this, got a bit of that. Got some of these. This is going to be terrific for actually building viaducts with. It's not really a viaducty map, although I like that. That's a nice piece of brickwork. Is that, and it will do 75. I don't know how much faster than that it will do. Okay, I like that one. What was that? Was that number 4? Oh, I see. You've got viaduct at the bottom. You've got non-viaduct at the top. Viaduct 3. Okay, I get you. Right. And then as we go... Oh, hello. There's wooden bridge, 75 miles per hour. No. Wooden bridge on stone pillar. Show me. Ooh. That's fun. All right, I might go with that. That's delightful. Plus, I can afford it at the moment. Nothing better than throwing the money away while you can. But let's look at some other options here. Fish belly bridge. Show me. Where is this bellied fish of which you speak? I guess it's the undergirdering we're talking about there. What are you? You're steel on concrete, perhaps? Oh, it's a green steel bridge. I like that too. Well, there's a massive amount of fun to be had here. There's a bridge with no pillars at all, otherwise known as the bendy bridge. This one, yeah, that's concrete. We're not quite ready for concrete yet, I don't think. That's also concrete that we're also not quite ready for at this time. Solid brick. This is a very pretty mod. The opportunities you've got here. Land hours available. I'm not a big fan of the land hour. I'd rather stick with horse and carriage until you get buses, which turn up before too long. Okay, where was the one that I was particularly taken with? There you go. This brick number, or no, I think we go with wood on top of steel lattice bridge 3. Show me. I like that too. But we're not quite up to monkey. What's that? Excessively complicated wooden bridge. Okay. What are you? 75 miles per hour. Too slow. Wooden bridge on stone pillar 1, or steel box bridge. Wooden bridge on stone pillar. Show me that. That's what we looked at before. That's what I like the looks of. That's the one we're going to go for. Sold. And that's me out of money, friends. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to stick it on high speed and we'll just have a bit of a chat while we wait for some cash to happen? We have come off at a slight angle there that is unsuited to the approach. Please work. There we go. Right. Something like that should do the trick. Or we could pork the barrel. and just get this show on the road and have a rare old time in the process. Porking of the barrels, barrel for the barrel people, pork it. We've got one saying no to pork barrels. I had pork for tea. That's good news. Excellent knowledge there. Pork barrels. It's Sims 3 time. That's what a blinking red light is for. Yeah, time for pork in a barrel. Yes. Pork it, oink, pork it real good. Call Mr. Bullish to pork it. Everyone's porking. Pork. Pork a barrel. Pork tomorrow. I like bacon. Pork, therefore I am. The people have spoken. We pork. Carlton, you are the only person voting against pork. And regrettably, you have been outvoted in this case. I was on your side all the time. I was permanently on your side there. I was going, no, I think Carlton's right, that porking the barrel is a bad thing to do. Right, it's barrel porking time, kids. Let's find it first, shall we? Where did I leave it? I left it in here, as if I'd forgotten. Right, let's go over to Barrel Central, where, as you can see, the latest square is coming along nicely. I think we'll finish that off, because that'll give me enough to buy a train with. There you go. Yeah, regret nothing. Pork all the barrels. My goodness me. I really couldn't lay this straight if my life depended on it. Actually, I probably could. I'd take more time over it and probably wouldn't talk at the same time. That's why these ones look good, because I did those without haste. However, as entertaining as it may be to watch one person endlessly laying one item over and over again, I don't believe that is entirely captivating entertainment value right there. Ooh, the bank balance looks nice, doesn't it? There we go, and that makes it 401 that we're at now in terms of the barrel count. There you go, extreme close-up. Yeah, that'll make you giddy. That's what you get for porking the barrels. Right, okay, let's hook this one up, and then I'm not going to be frittering this away, because I'd never do that. I'd never just willfully throw money into the wild and get nothing from it. Now we are profitable, so. That at least is something, right? That we are now making money. This is just a case of not hanging around while you're doing a live stream. And hopefully by the end of this, we won't ever have to pork the barrels again, because everything will be hanging together in a magnificent fashion. And once I've got this one running and we've had some time for it to bed in, we're gonna look at goods, because goods are my secret weapon historically to being able to bankroll ineffective costed routes, poorly costed routes that are not good at money. There you go. It's a great piece of language right there. Do a bit of this and some more down there. Yep, and some more down here. It is a nice bit of bridge, that, I think, for a tunnel. Yeah, lovely bit of bridge, that tunnel. Right, okay, no, we're going to need some more, because this is going all the way to Sioux Falls as well. We are going to open, as much as it's been sat there doing nothing this entire time, we're going to open the second station in El Paso, which will make El Pasoans, El Pasoans? Doesn't feel quite right, does it? But it will make them rejoice and go, oh, finally. Oh, now you decide to turn this station on. I built my house here thinking, oh, I'll be able to commute to Sioux Falls with no problem at all. But no, you never used it. You never turned it on properly. That's how they sound in El Paso. They're just like that. Right, okay, let's root this real good. Not brown. Brown is not a root colour we subscribe to here. We go from Sioux Falls. We come up through. Why are we pausing here? No, okay. It always has resisted the progress there. Then we come out to El Paso East. We can go El Paso East. That's a novelty, isn't it? And then we hit up Brussels. Marvellous. Now then, before I crack on, I know I need to add El Paso back on. Hold on a moment. We'll one-way those because that stops trains doing something silly when I add more routes. And then we add El Paso East again on the way back. And you might go like, well, how in the world is that going to work there, Colonel? I mean, you have had some wacky plans in the past there, my friend, but I think you may have gone too far as you start to put on a Transylvanian accent to further your claim to this being nonsense. Well, I would say to you, it will work. There you go. And that's kind of the end of that story. So this is going to be Sioux Falls, yeah, to Brussels, which is a route that does not yet exist, but will do momentarily, and that's going to be good. Good evening, Captain Carter. Nice to see you. You're playing Elite Dangerous, and Hicks Alpha as well. You're playing Elite Dangerous while watching this. That's a good way to spend your evening. You've got a pork barrel obsessive building trains while you're flying a spaceship. I can think of no finer way to spend your time. Right, okay, so Sioux Falls, Brussels is operational. Let's check the line count here. That's our third line in operation. Why is no one using platform 2? All right, we're going to have to work on that. But you can see already we're now starting to open things up to myriad opportunities for progression, growth, and excitement. And that can't help but be a good thing. Right, let's turn that off, and then, you know what? I'm going to have a look at our route list here. And what we're searching for are passenger routes that are costing me too much money because nobody wants to use them. Trips off the tongue. Detroit, Brussels. Nobody is that bothered about Detroit, Brussels. Real Vancouver is still settling in. Detroit Real is still settling in. So, arguably, Detroit Brussels has got too many trains on it, I would say. Does it go anywhere else? Detroit Brussels feels like a pretty... It does. That's all it does. Detroit Terminus is this one. Okay. So you're going out to Brussels, and then from here you can go to the world. But not today. Right. So, what's the scheme here? If I want to get this onto the Sioux Falls route, we're going to need a junction over onto there, because rather than just blow trains onto this setup, the goal is still to reach a situation where I don't run unprofitable stuff for a bit. So if I create a one-time use piece of track here. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's a work of art. That's Leonardo da Vinci having built a piece of train track. Let's do that. Where are you going? There you go. Do a bit of this. Yeah, just a little bit. That's enough. And then fling this around here. Connect on. Go on. It's easy. Apparently it is. There we are. Yeah, I hate that. That's horrible. We'll build a better approach at Brussels at some point, but not right now. So next we want to hijack a train that is currently travelling from Detroit and fling it on the new line. Turn train track off. I've got 3 on there. Where's the third one? Oh, here it is. Look. Here you go. Right, you there. You're going on a little change of plan. You are going on Sioux Falls to Brussels. There we go. Right, what are you sporting there? Sport replacement. Well, we don't know, do we? It's probably going to be an American. Let's have a. Can we catch up using? We need a slightly speedier kernel cam in order to catch this one up. There we go. What kind of pace are we getting here? 28 miles per hour. Okay, so this is not modern gen, but what it is about to save me some money by appearing on a brand new line. There you are. Off you go. New line deployed. Didn't cost me very much other than the track build. And that's, well, I mean, the track build wasn't cheap. But there you go. Right. Okay, then. What next? I'm going to leave that to bed in with just one train for now because I can't see the demand being much more than that for the time being. Sioux Falls, Brussels, one person waiting. Perfection. But that's made Sioux Falls a little bit more busy. That's made El Paso a little more busy. In that we're actually going to hit up the second platform here. And I should probably think about what are we going to do vis-a-vis this second section of track here. Where's that going to go? I think it's possibly going to go to Brussels again, isn't it? But it may take in a different route. Either that or it could go to Detroit. But I think regardless of which direction it ends up going in, it is going to need to merge onto here. So let's get rid of these signals. And then let's fling this down here like so. No, not like so. Like... No, like this, but good is what we're after. Let's start this end and try that instead. There you go, look, that's more like it. And then do the same over here as well, like that. Everybody's happy. And then we'll stick a signal on there. And we'll stick one on here. And we'll stick one on there. And then we'll slip this sucker. And that's all golden now. If we just check the route, there we go. It is indeed coming through there as anticipated. Grand. Then we need to think about how do we connect up one side of El Paso with the other. Now it's not going to be a whatchamacallit. We're not going to do a one of those. No, definitely not one of those. And I'm not going to do a pop bridge over this one either. I don't think we're going to risk the game deciding, or the AI deciding to build out this way, and we'll build them a little bit of road to get them started, and then we'll connect up to that instead. So this is going to be an ultra desirable clifftop residence kind of area. Get down, there you are. Same on this side. Now it is quite a distance out of town, this, so remains to be seen whether or not it'll take off. But I have seen more surprising things happen in the past. No. 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 Everything you're doing here, I hate. Let's go this way a little further. Why are you going downhill? Stop doing that. It's silly. Go this way instead. There we go. Right, so that's both sides of town connected up. It's a bit of a trek, obviously. You're going to be better off on... Oh, and see, look, it's had an effect already. The AI has gone, I love it, I'm moving in. They've built themselves some industry that is not being serviced in the slightest because you are outside the catchment area of everything. Flip it, Rog. Rog's all out of pork. But that's a mighty generous donation right there. Thank you ever so much. Jolly kind of you. But bring pork next time. I mean, it's a traditional thing that we do. And Utini to you too, my friend. Right, good. Now then, 19 million in the bank. Let's have a look at the situation here. 15 million, obviously that doesn't count. We've spent... how have we spent 20 million on... That's a very round number. What did we spend 20 million on? I don't recall spending 20 million on something. Is this a pork barrel side effect, perhaps? Oh, we borrowed 20 million. Hey, that's what it was. Yeah, we porked for 20 million. Fine. We spent 14 million on construction. Ouch. We spent 14 million on construction. I didn't build anything that flipping ostentatious, although we have connected up Brussels to Grand Junction, which was already there. No, Brussels we connected up to El Paso, and we also connected Rhyl, and we also connected Vancouver. All right, maybe I did build a bit. Right, now then, goods will save the day. Goods will make all the money in the known world. Let's have a look at the line situation. Right, Hubs Fuel has made 3 million. Good. Brussels Vancouver has made me £1 million this year. That's remarkable. Given that it's running half empty, that's miraculous. Sioux Falls commuter is running largely full, but it's a very cheap route because it stops so frequently. But that's now profitable as well. The 2 fuel bulkers are in profit. The freight delivery lines are in profit as well. Good. Now then, who's the name for my pain? For some reason, Sioux Falls main line is costing me the best part of £1 million. So the question is, can I switch one of these? Yeah, I can. Let's find one that's heading back towards Sioux Falls and Depo that sucker. Right. You, sir. Who are you? You're a commuter train. You're fine. Congratulations. You may live. Where's a main line? Show me a mainline train here. Not you. You're going the wrong way, and you're on the wrong line as well. So that's not it. The fact that I can't see one suggests that maybe they're all having some kind of party somewhere. All right, let's have a look. Train 7 is waiting for a free path. Train 8 is waiting for a free path. Train 9 is waiting for a free path. So is Train 10 and Train 11. It's a full house, everybody. I need a button that just makes a noise there. Right, yeah, the helmet. Right. Trains have gone awry. Let's go fix it. This will be why this route is not making me any money at all, because it's all bobbins. Right, let's go see which one of you idiots decided to drive the wrong way. Right, you're fine. You may live. And then coming up to the next signal, this one too is fine. You may live. Let's go through the tunnel, through the bridge. Figuratively and indeed literally, we're going, just pile drive through it. You are also fine. Okay. You're fine. Good. You, however, are sat there like a bit of a lemon. What is this one doing? You're trying to get to Rhyl. Oh. Okay, I can't blame them. I have to now blame myself. Made it as far as Vancouver, and then, for reasons best known to itself, it did not switch lines, because that wouldn't have helped, because Ryl's over there. Okay then. Well, this is all kinds of bad, because there is no through on this line. I have to back it up. Right, if I back it up and then kill that, I will put that back in because that's supposed to be there. But we'll need to run a line here. Can you get on there? You can. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is not going to fix anything. You are jumping the gun. Turn round. I know there's no path. Sioux Falls mainline. Right. Go to the depot. Unable to find path to depot because it's a one-way track. Oh. All right. Now then. There. Ooh. Right. Just stop. All right. Just get over it. You here. You turn round. Go to the depot. Right. Okay. Now then, we're going to go very slowly here, and hopefully this train will be able to pass through the back of this Pullman carriage without it being a complete disaster. Meanwhile, we shall take this time to evaluate what's going on over here. And it's not good. So we're going to need to put something like that on there as a temporary fixer-upper. Should have evaluated this when I sent the train out in the first place, but didn't. That one's on me. However, this is all going to work out just fine. You're heading for the depot, and Hold it, Buster. Okay. Turn yourself around. Get yourself on the Rill line. Rill Vancouver special. Unstop. I think that's going to work. I think it's going to work. Pretty sure it's going to work. If it chooses the right platform. If it chooses the wrong platform, I'll turn it around again. There we go. Now then, why is Rill Vancouver not showing up? It is. It's using that one. That's fine, as long as we can get onto that one in the first place, which we can. Okay, good. Marvellous. That's fixed. You are currently stopped. You are here. We're going to turn you around. We're going to unstop you. You can get back to work. Shortly thereafter, I'm going to send you to the depot, just so you know. Right, let's up the tempo a bit here, because we've got too many trains on this line. Although, it has to be said, maybe I need that many trains on this line. Huh. That's also possible. Either way, Christ... Oh, no, what's this opportunist doing? This is not going to work out. Fellas, you don't fight amongst yourselves. We're all on the same team here. Drag racing out of the station. Let's slow it down. Let's turn around. Kill that off. Implied signals for the win. Good screenshot. That's a save by the platform right there. Hello, Captain Jenks. Nice to see you. Temporary things become permanent. They do. They do at that. That is a true fact right there. Right, you can go now. Go on. Good. Trot on. Come on. Off you go. Make it so. Made it so. That's now moving. Good. Right. This is why you should check your line progress once in a while. Yeah, I know the release signal's too far away. No, the line hasn't gone single line. That line had better not have gone single line. Let's have a look. No, it's single line here up to the junction point, which is odd. But there it is. Yeah, but that's fine because these trains should never be bunched up that closely anyway. But I would have them using platform 1 since that's the track they're supposed to use. In fact, I'm going to make that change now. This is the Sioux Falls main line. Sioux Falls main line. When you get up to Vancouver, please use terminal N. There you are. That's the stuff. That's the ticket. Right, there we go. That's all hunky-dory once again. Where have you come from there, bold traveller from far away? You've come from Bruxelles. Excellent work. And you are way profitable. You're making... This one train is making $500,000 a year. That's the kind of spirit that we like to see. But I think you are doing it solo, aren't you? No, there's 2 of you. Well, that's even better then. Good. Right. Okay, that's now fixed. I've fixed that. That one's all happy again. Check on the route system here. Sioux Falls main line will now unbrake itself, which leaves the Rill Vancouver Special Edition, which is also going to start unbraking itself now that it is packing in the passengers. Detroit Brussels is really underperforming. That's odd, because it shouldn't be. Brussels is quite a desirable destination. Detroit's not short on passenger folk wanting to go places. That's a bit of a mystery why that one's packing up so much. But there it is. You can't dispute that is actually the case. Interesting. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Should we check that the trains are running? Yes, we should. Let's have a look at you. Waiting for a free path. You, waiting for a free path. Oh, God. All right, what's the problem? Talk to me. I am the train doctor. Now then, I want you to tell me why it is that you're here right? When your path is there. What the heck were you thinking? You there, turn around. Come on. I'm talking to the wrong train here, aren't I? All right, why are you doing it as well? What's your... What? Oh, well, this is an entirely new set of just lunacy that's occurring here, and you can't even get onto the right track. You're blocking this one as well. I think I'm probably making about 40, 50 million a year at the moment, were it not for the fact that these trains are all a bunch of idiots. Stop now. Thank you. Last thing we want you doing is blocking this spur, which is not going to exist for more than the next couple of minutes. Right, let's get you back onto there. Right, now then, you turn around. Don't even think about going up here. Don't even think about it. Do not, for a moment, think about it. Result. Okay, good. Right, now then, that's that one moving as well. That's it. That's going to unscrew itself as soon as I point it in the right direction. And this is why I've started using one-way signals, you know, because it prevents, not all of this, but it prevents some of it. That's Sioux Falls, Brussels, on one of its maiden voyage, actually getting it done there. Right, now then, once you're a little further along, right, you're free of the junction, turn it around, go the right way, why don't you? Go on, let's get its smoke out of my face. Amazing. It's amazing what happens when you actually follow the route you're supposed to follow. It's like it's a modern day miracle. Right, okay, that would seem to be unscrewed as well. Let's have a look and see who else is in line for a slapped wrist. Where are we? You're good, and so are you, and that's the right answer. But you're not making me any money, which is the wrong answer, frankly. Right, we still have one more train on the main line than is desirable, but they are really bunched up at the moment. So, I don't know. Do I want to? Yeah, I definitely want to redeploy one of them, I think. And hopefully, that's Detroit, Brussels now working in an opportune fashion. Of course, you're all coming with me straight away when I say, you know, this is Detroit going to Brussels. You're going, yeah, Detroit, Brussels, yeah, that's a thing. That's a route you can take. Whereas newcomers might be going, Detroit to Brussels? What, a plane? No, you go, no, you get the train. You could probably take a coach if you wanted to. You probably could, yeah. Yeah, I know. Some people just won't get it. They're not one of us yet. They should be. Everyone should be one of us. Thanks for the host there, Captain Jenks. Very generous of you. Welcome to Captain Jenks's Gang of Fun. Nice to have you on board. Right, now then. You, mainline. I'm going to redeploy one of you, but I'm not entirely sure to where. I had an idea before everything broke a moment ago. But now, not so much, no. Let's have a look. Detroit, no, you're going to need to call up individual routes. You're going to look for trains that have only got one route on that are profitable. Yes, there you go. What do we got? That's cost me 300 grand so far this year. I'm less than impressed. We should put it on Sioux Falls, Brussels, because the current turnaround time is 28 minutes. Good. Right, we need to intercept one and then send it to a depot, because that's how we'll set it onto the correct line. And in fact, that one that we were looking at just then was the ideal. Where's the next one coming in? Now, I can't wait for the Atlantic to be available. We'll wait for this guy to make his drop here, and then we'll... I've got quite a lot open here, haven't I? Let's turn that off. There we go. Money. Bunker for you. Head to the depot. And then I shall send you on a bold new adventure with strange lands and beautiful people. And you'll enjoy it. Or else. Right, okay, good. Now that should help the main line generate a bit of profit, because obviously everything will be full all the time. I think everything is largely full all the time when it's properly spaced out anyway. But that will undoubtedly help a little further. And then it should also kick the Sioux Falls Brussels Express. Have I got these guys going up a ridiculously long hill? I've got goods trains that are doing that. I would say that that is the ideal scenario under which one should be using the viaduct modification. Don't you think? I mean, look at that. That's redonkulous. Which is something you didn't expect to hear me say today, I'm sure. Do I want to spend 21 million quid on that? No, I don't. I want to spend it on something productive. So let's do that first, and then we will turn ourselves to the viaducting. Yes, we will. We will do viaducting. Think of the red flashing triangle, more of a red RGB strobe. Yeah, there we go. See, look, there's just people complaining about stuff. Now, if I clicked on that 10 minutes ago, it would have been telling me about all kinds of trains that weren't where they were supposed to be. But you know, what do they know about anything? We haven't got one sitting in here just, you know, costing me cash, have we? Right, there we go. Depot 2, thank you. You are now going on the Sioux Falls to somewhere flipping miles away, Brussels. There you go. Do find your way there without causing a crisis, if you could be that way inclined. Let's have a look and see which way it decides to go here. We should be going up this one. I mean, there are other ways to get to Brussels, you know. Let's let's not pretend that there's only one route. But typically, of course, it's going to follow immediately behind the other Sioux Falls to Brussels. And interestingly, we were actually running two different locomotives on there. We'll catch that when the next upgrade is available. But for the time being, we're stuck with what we've got there. Right, let's have a quick squiz at the old chat here. And trying to have it not flash. I am going to try and have it not flash, but we're not at the not flashing stage yet. All it needs is a bit of country road plumbing in here and there. A line to Brussels named Sprouts. That's too big a creative leap for me to make, I'm afraid. The train has set off in the right direction. We can relax. Everybody can chill now. That's all under control. Right. Last year you can ignore last year. We porked the barrel for last year. But what you can look at is we did 166 the previous year and bought 3 million quid's worth of vehicles, give or take. And then the year before that we made 3 million. We're a profitable industry. Right here is where the profit lives, and it's all in my back pocket. So I want to do goods. All right. So we're going to get food rolling, because this will help us make a lot more cash. Also, I'd quite like to Detroit some oil. Now, I'm not convinced that this is going to be easy. Let me put it a different way. This is not going to be easy. This is not going to be cheap. It's not going to be inexpensive. But what we can do immediately, however, is we get a bulldozer around, we get rid of that. Steady. Thank you. And then we click on this, and then we kind of go, we're going to need some more tracks here, lads. More tracks. Let's go straight for 5. 2 fields will be removed. That's expensive, but we're going to take it anyway. In fact, why stop at 5? Let's go for 6. 3 fields will be removed. Let's stop at 5. We'll remove some more fields in the future, and it'll be great. Of course, it has put the stations on those platforms on a side that is utterly useless to us. But you know, that can't be helped. Right, quick pause here as we adjust this line. I know you're wondering what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on. We're going to have that come in on this side. because that's the line that would have the most egregious curvation to it. So you can now come in on platform 1. Yes. Okay, that should cause you no problem at all. You should just be able to pull that off, no sweat. And then we're going to need to we're going to tweak up the junctioning over here. Now, this junction is also bad. I said that in quite a loud fashion, and that's because it's bad in quite a loud way. I have seen it come unstuck on numerous occasions, and we're going to try and rectify that now. There you go. And it's fixed. Hey, get the smooth gun out. Let's have a party. No, this is going to be... How are we going to do this? You know, now that we're thinking of doing it, what's your plan? Well, I think we take trucks. I think we use trucks to bring our goods up to the hub here. Okay. You want to bulldoze some more fields? Is that a thing you want to do? Not unless I have to, because that's expensive. We'll even go for medium roads. All right, no, let's do the bit that's obviously going to cost the cash. And if we add a second road on here, it will make life a lot easier. But actually, it's going to be better just to get over the other side, isn't it? It's a little bit further away. And that's actually going to harm the profits. Let's bulldoze all this lot like that. 1.4 million, you see, 5 fields. That's too expensive. Coming through here, 800 grand. That's 3 fields. I'm only building road, for crying out loud. Now, here's the other way we could go. Go around there. We go over that. We come around the corner. We hit up here. That is what we call the longest possible way to make this delivery. These flipping fields are in the wrong damn place. Okay, well, where's the cheap option? If we could can we get a road through there that only takes out 1 field? No, but you can take out 3. So if we said that one's forfeit, and then these 2, that's a 3-field jump. That one. There is another way. This one might be just as expensive. If we were to, like that. But this is killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? So we would go under like this, come out there, right? So we'd get under, we'd go straight line, we'd come up the other side. You're still looking at £1 million, but even if I do go straight through those fields, I've still got to figure out a way of getting around there. So I think that might actually be the optimum path for as much as it's complete madness. What do we say there, chat? Night Badaraki, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. The next series could be a no bulldozing challenge. What? No. You've seen my logo. My logo's a flipping bulldoze. I know, bulldozing challenge. Get out. Now. Go to your room. No, that's just a complete nonsense of an idea. Right, chat, what do you think? Build a rail loop round the farm. Choo-choo. There's a lot of fields to go there. That's going to be really, really inefficient. The likelihood of making any profit off that is slim. The other thing we need to consider here is we've got passenger lines that are going to come up this direction. Now, sorry about this, but I have experimented with that. The best way to do it is to go under and then emerge the other side of this little kind of bluff here to head into Indianapolis. So I've kind of already got that planned out. Trucks it's obviously the best way to go. Bulldoze all the fields. Thanks, Pix. Say no to efficiency. Tunnel from the front of the farm. Okay, let's have a quick look. We'll stick careful from here. Yeah, that's it. Like that. Now that kills off a field, but it won't if we go under from there. But that is going to lead to quite an expensive tunnel. However, there is another idea. There is one more suggestion that was made right at the start of the stream today, which is we use this field instead. Yeah. We use this field instead. And then, oh hell, hold on everybody, we've got a notion. We've got a notion brewing. And then we come into this one maybe. Where's the other one? The other one's over there. So we can, this is all about where is the best field to food processing combo that we can lay our hands on. Field here. Yeah, so I think we could either go from here to there or from here to there, and then roll it back out by heading through Brussels. So getting onto the line here using some kind of flying junction type deal, which is pricey. Bridge says bird dog. Bridge the fields. Bridge the fields. All right, let's have a look at that. You know, we rule nothing out at this stage. All right, so if we were to, I'm going to try and price it without actually building the thing, if at all possible. So we'd have to go like this. The difficulty we're going to have here is that it's uphill, right? So let's do this on the cheap. I'm prepared to sink 50 grand or so into, and the pillars are still going to hit the fields. That's the other thing to bear in mind. So if we were to do that, and then that's it. Yeah. Turn into one of those like that, and then we just go straight across over onto. I mean, obviously, we're not going to make it that high now. Right, 2 fields will be removed. 750 grand. 400 grand. No fields removed. Still 450 grand. No fields removed. Hold everything, people. We have a potential winner here. Now, I do actually need to get over to the other side of that station. 1 field removed, no fields removed. We could just level crossing it here, or we could extend the bridge further, but that is additional expense. Large country road, 1 field removed. It's not quick, that one. All right, we're going to do this. But yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this one. Thank you for the suggestion. That's horrible. Okay, maybe it'll fix itself when we... no, it won't. No, it doesn't want to. Should have thought of that beforehand. All right, we know that 450 grand is possible. Let's rebuild this. And that at the same time. Right, okay, here we go. We've at least got our direction of attack kind of allotted here. Right, medium. Let's see if we can get over with large, shall we? Because that way we can keep the speed up. No. Let's go up with medium. Right, pop a wheelie, please. Right, up, here, up, there. More up, I think, is possibly required. There you go, more up. Yep, oh, sure, why not? Fine. Right, okay, here we go. Now then, what have we got here? Move the start point further back. That was a magnificent piece of bridge, and it will be again. Making bridge great again, please. Right, there we go. Now then, if we now select a bridge that we like, I'm not going to use the green one. Give me something I like. Bit of wood and stone there. Ooh, rah. It's good, but I'm not going to run trucks over a wooden deck. What's this one? This is also wood, but it's more finely crafted. What about you? There you go. Cobblestones and an ugly brick. No. Come on, give me some more choices here. That's a choice. That's not a choice at all. I mean, we can see through it, so we're just going to have to pretend that we can't see through it. And actually, if we back this, you can't back it up far. Oh, and look at it. It's transitioned into being hideous again. Put that back on. There we go. Now, are you pointing the right way? Yes. Accept. Now, I think this is going to end up missing a pillar as we blast off for the moon. Right, now then, bring the bridge down. Oh, hold on. One field will be removed. Not on my watch, it won't. Although that is the cheapest field removal we've seen so far. There we go, 300 grand. That's sold. That's take the money. Take the money and run. Done. We'll have that. Thank you. And we'll work some kind of mojo around the corner here using a fat road. And then we either pop a little bridgette over the tracks here. In fact, what I don't want it to do is I don't want to have the dip action. So we'll smooth gun this before we apply some construction to it. There we go. There we are. Right. Respect the farmers. I did respect the farmers. We deleted none of their stuff, as much as they were in the way of progress. We have valued their contribution to society and not deleted any of it. As much as that was tempting, we didn't do it. I say we. I mean, inevitably, it's me that carries the can for all this stuff. Right, here we go. Let's go a little bit further this way. That'll do. And let's drag this round. Construction is not possible. Do you want to tell me why it's not possible? Is that something that you could find in your heart? All right, well, let's build that bit. There you go. There was no reason for that not being possible. You're just, you're playing silly beggars. Right, okay, now then, let's run this out some, like so, and then let's just smash that straight up there. Smashed. And then let's build a truck stop, because that's what we like to do. I haven't got any funky truck station mods deployed at the current time, but I surely will do in the future. So I'm going to put that on this side to save room for funky truck mods. Yeah, okay. Well, there's a word I've not said on camera before. Apologies for that. That was an entirely slip of the tongue there. Let's all just pretend it never happened. Good. I'm never saying that again. Funky truck. Yes. That's quite funny. I hope there's no young people watching. And if you are, wash your ears out. Good. Now then, let's crack on. Let's just pretend nothing ever happened there. How much? Yeah. Thanks, gang. Yeah. Cheers for that. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. I know. I'm even blushing. That almost never happens unless I, for some reason, forgot to put my trousers on. I assure you I am wearing trousers. Right. Okay, that is now connected. Hooray. That was so much more effort than it needed to be. There we go. We're going to go from El Paso North, which was not going to be called, to El Paso Holt. This is going to have a brand new name. El Paso Wholesome Farming. That's faming, isn't it? Farming. Wholesome farming for all the family. And this is going to run out to El Paso Road Hub Delivery. Just some random words that we've slapped together there. Good. Right. Smashing. Now then, let's rename this to. This is going to be El Paso. Yes, Paso. El Paseo. El Paso. And then what is it? It's going to be cattle trucking. There we go. Right, excellent. That's that. Now we're going to need some kind of depot for the deployment of trucks. I think that goes without saying. And then, of course, we're going to need quite a lot of other things as well, but, you know, one step at a time. Buy road vehicles. Freight, and we'll use the Cannstatt, and we'll take... Let's go with 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is nowhere near enough, but will get us started. That's Elps, that should have been. El Paso Cattle Trucking. ELPS. ELPS. Like, no, it's not a hashtag. We're not playing motorsport now. We're doing serious business with trains. No motor cars. Right. Okay. Now then, I now need to figure out what I'm going to do with this approach that we've got going on here. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of that. Right. That uses some of our existing embankment. Then we're going to do a bit of this, which also uses some of our existing embankment. And then we're going to do a bit of this. And this is where it's going to start getting messy, because we do want one station, one platform, one train, right? So the aim is going to be to not disrupt too many trains at a time. So if I can get that out and round there, how heinous is that? That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. We'll take that. You need to be able to get out on that side. So let's take that. An Utini. Yeah, I see what you're doing there, Moztastic. Thank you very much for the donation, and I am now unobliged to read this out loud. Funky truck stop. Good. You're not going to catch me out. I'm not going to do it again. This, you will not catch me. That's not going to happen. You bunch of jokers. Still, you know, that's part and parcel of doing the live streaming, is that stuff just comes out of your mouth. Right. Okay. Now then, I hate that and everything it stands for. So let's try it again. Let's do that once more. Right, from here, I'm going to tell people about that and they won't believe me. Right, let's get round onto that. That's still pretty awful. No, it's not actually. That's not so bad at all. It's a bit slow. That's the only real downside to it. There you go. Get out onto there. Now then, is that going to do everything I need it to do? Because then we're going to need this to do something along these lines as well. Ugh, that's horrible. It's going to need to do something like this as well. No, that's still horrible. Why are you being horrible? That really is horrible. Keep the embankment up. If you stay on the flat, is that less hideous? Should I have done that first? I should have done that first, shouldn't I? Okay, right. Okay, this is going to be one of those junctions. Right, now then, you two are coming out this way. Now, we'll go straight for a bit, but no, I didn't want to do that. We'll go straight for a bit, he said, getting it right perfectly the second time round, before we turn into anything more dramatic than that. But we are still going to need to connect these up to those. And if that weren't enough, actually, no, we should be okay there. I see all this in my head. It's just a matter of making it turn real, and then put you out onto there. Now that's not a connection I think we actually need to make, you know, but we'll do it anyway. Yeah, that's more like it. Probably. Can I? Yeah, might as well. Right. Okay. Now then, that's something. And this one. Yep. Let's do that too. Good. Now then, Transport Fever heard me swear, and that's why it is being horrible. Yeah. It probably did. Yeah. Okay. Right. Now then, for my next trick, I'm going to connect up to some food processing somewhere. Now then, which is closer? We've got this one. Oh, we've got that one. Now, there are more train tracks in the way here, which is going to make it more complicated. This has a big corner on it. but I think is going to be easier. And would work in accordance. They'd both work in accordance with that field. Don't make excuses. Right. Okay. So let's run this around here. We'll stick to our primary methodology here. In that, if you're going to put a tight corner in, you put it near the station. Actually, let's. Can we do it any? No. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing there. That's all good. The only thing that you might want to consider is not actually dropping the track height and staying up on an embankment for the time being. Yes. Okay. 33. Right. All right. There you go. Go as far as there, and then we'll figure out exactly what you're going to do with yourself in a minute. Right, okay, well that's going to be a dedicated line, so that's not a problem. That can run single track. Now the next one is going to be the line here that will probably run out to both Detroit and Brussels as their goods delivery system. Remember, we've got a hub going on here. Now later on, this may actually turn into a pumpkin. No. Later on, I may actually add a secondary hub up near Brussels to distribute to Europe, and then we'll run hub to hub goods services. Now that will only become difficult when we're taking goods from one side of the map to the other side of the map, because goods have a finite amount of distance that they're prepared to travel. That's not something I am even getting anywhere near worrying about for the moment. Meanwhile, let's bulldoze something again like we did last summer. Let's do that. Thank you. And then we'll run this off here. That's it. Good. Oh, teeny indeed. Okay, well, thank you ever so much, champion. That's incredibly generous of you. Made doubly so by the fact that you are the only colonel other than myself in bad company at the moment. Don't blow your mortgage on my account, please. But that's extremely generous. Thank you very much. Some cash for the colonel was all you wanted me to say on that side of things. You know what? I should accidentally swear more often if that's going to be the net result. But thank you very much. Oh, hold on. There's another one. I'll stop it. Trucky Funk Stop. Yeah. Keep up the good work, says Salmon Longo, one of the star drivers in the motorsport series that almost none of you watch. Thank you very much. Very kind. Dearie me. Why am I streaming this game? It always goes so much better when no, it doesn't. Who am I trying to kid? Right. For some reason, I now have the smoothing tool out. You've made me lose my mind a bit. As if there was that much to lose in a first. Actually, that looks quite nice. Right, leave that alone. Now then, let us evaluate, in that way that we should, what these lines are now doing. Right, so there's that's the oil fuel conversion route, and then you've got, this is actually working just fine. Then we've got pink, which is the fuel going to El Paso, and then we've got red, which is the fuel going to the other place, Sioux Falls fuel bulk. Good. That looks fine. We just need some signalling in there to make sure that stays bright and breezy and fresh and clean. That's a good place to start. Let's get that going on there. And then on the way back out again, given that these are all dedicated lines, we can get everybody pretty close to where they need to go. Hold on, I just realised something I didn't check. What we want to check here is that we've got blues on, that we haven't got any arrows that are going the wrong way. There you go, that's a better way to describe it. If we one-way signal that, we should ensure that that never happens. Which means that, bafflingly, I've actually set this up correctly. There we go. All right. Okay. Okay, good. Right, now, smashing. Now then, let's wend our way merrily to this here expensive hideaway destination. Oh, hello, what's going on? So, Carlo T. Curious, that's an exceptional donation going on right there. How much to sing the Pheasant Plucker song? I mean, if you'd asked for it, I'd have probably said that much. But you've asked now, so I'm going to say twice that much. And I'm not doing it. No, you're making a naughty colonel, and that's not how we roll in the slightest. But thank you ever so much. That's most generous of you. Yeah, this is a thing now, right? Is this what it is? If I accidentally slip up, you all start hurling cash at me to try and be just like every other channel out there who are saying flip and danglies and kazoo on a regular. Oh, what now? Just a little something for the tit/swear jar. Thank you, Onion Jack. Yes. All right. We can't make the Colonel swear jar a thing. You can try, but you will not catch me. I will never do that again. I will think twice, and it's like the age of innocence is now behind us. Because now I actually have to think about what I say before I say it. Previously, I didn't. It all just worked. And now that time is past, I just like building bridges and trains and stuff, and now I have to think about what I'm saying while I'm doing it. Right, okay, viaduct, concrete. It's a little early in the world for concrete. Have you got something that is? I like that one. We'll have that. That's £3.5 million worth of bridge. But we will get additional usage out of that because we'll run a passenger route out in this direction before too long. Now then, the cheap way of doing this is going to be to go around the outside like this, right? So we go out that way and then we come round like so. There will probably be a little bit of carvation going on in there, but the alternative is to wang it through there. There you go, Jenny, a nice person, just wanted to thank me for doing some good work. Thanks, Jenny. That's much appreciated. See, Jenny's a nice person, not like all of you beastly people who are just trying to get me to say bad things. Yeah, there you go. Thank you very much. Right. I tell you, the Jawa noises are good and no, because it means that I actually pay attention to when you people are doing nice things in the chat. The rest of you are just mocking. Don't think I don't know that. And one thing I do after the end of just about every stream imaginable is I go back and I read all the comments. I kind of play it back at high speed and read what kind of nonsense you people were getting up to while I was. I'm going to say concentrating, but I think you're going to have a hard time following that concentrating is what I do an awful lot of. Right now then, next up. See, I'm managing to keep up with the main narrative flow here at the same time. We need a station in there, and it's going to be a good station. But I haven't placed the wrong station in as long as I can remember. There was a time back when we first started on this transport fevering together, where every time I placed anything, it would be the wrong one, and I did that so often it bordered on the flipping ridiculous. Right, let's unable to align terrain. I bet you can align terrain if I align you with it. Now, the alternative, of course, is I get the smooth gun out and we just make a little bit of a mess there first. Let's do that. Give it some of this, give it some of that. And let's do some of this nonsense. There we are. Right, now that's 150 grand's worth of smoothing. Do we think that that's accomplished anything? History dictates probably not. Oh no, hold on. But that is 700 grand's worth of nonsense. Bird Dog is off to. Hold on, I'm reading this first. Right, Bird Dog's off to the night shift at the park as soon as he puts his dinosaur costume on. Bird Dog, for those who don't know, a regular Bad Company member, but for some reason Bird Dog always ends up being over heavily referenced as a star character, and he's one of the entertainers in the Planet Coaster series. You all know this already. I don't know. The Plastic Vicar has also made a donation. You're all very generous people. This is all jolly nicey. I'm doing this for fun. I mean, here you go. Just to prove you aren't just making fun. Thanks, Vicar. That's very nice of you. Salmon A. Longo, on an entirely different question, from all the cities in Europe, why the funk did I pick Dortmund? Which happens to be your place of birth. Dortmund, because I've been there. Actually, I mean, that's not that special when it comes to Germany. I've been to quite a few places in Germany. But I've been to Dortmund. And when I pick names out of a hat, or my head, as the case may be, it tends to just be a little bit of a random free association, and I try not to be obvious with it. So I could have picked Berlin and Paris and New York and London and all of that kind of stuff, but instead I try and pick places that are a little more obscure where possible. As much as Shanghai instead of Beijing, Wellington, could have gone Auckland, could have gone Canberra, could have gone Perth, for somewhere Antipodean. We got Krakow in there, with Barcelona. I've tried to go atypical with the selection, and that's why I chose Dortmund. There you go, a slightly longer amount of answer, given the fact that I answered it in about a couple of seconds. But read into that what you will. Right, Krakow, surely. Krakow, food processing. Yes, food processing. Right, smashing. That's good. I've just finished building that route. Just in case you're still, following along what we're building here. That's now being constructed. Now, the final piece of the puzzle for this particular segment is going to be where, when, how, what do we do insofar as then delivering food to a destination. And you can put your answers on a postcard, because I'm not sure. Obviously, we could bolt a couple of boxcars onto the back of the 2 delivery trains we've got at the moment. That's going to slow them down, and it would do the job, but it's expensive. That's the problem, because you have to replace the whole train. Yes, and I'm also currently regretting having deleted my little train depot up here. That would be quite handy to actually have in place about now. Bet you can't do anything useful here either, can you? Now you've got a level crossing in there. Okay, well, if I can do this, how does that look? That looks all right. No, it doesn't. That looks like a collision. No, it's not a collision if you do actually go to the right place. We've got Click Booyah. Thank you very much. Have a pint on me, Colonel. Thanks for the amazing, entertaining videos. Thank you for watching, and thank you for the support. That's again most kind. You people are. Is it payday or something? But you're all being most generous this evening, and that's heartily appreciated. What kind of a mess am I making here? There we go. Do a bit of... No, that's not going to work, is it? Oh, it's a shame, because that level crossing's in a good place. Because then I'm thinking I can put a depot up there and serve everybody equally. Now, could we get across and then just kind of fan out like so? Equally, which do these lines actually link up? They link up to everything. All right, well, quit your griping then. You've got it sorted. Yeah, okay, fine. So what we'll do with that is we'll run. Yes. We'll run this over here. In fact, what we'll do first is we'll build the depot, because I think with all the best will in the world, I don't think we're going to be able to get our mainline depot out here without it being a multi-ringed circus. So we will go with a goods hub depot there. And you know what? That has come out so much better than I was expecting. That's lovely. For a little bit of just, grip it and rip it as a laying approach. No, you want this onto the fundamental line there. Saturday longer. Payday? No, personally, I'm just happy that today the BVB has done its part by sending HSV into relegation. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that that's football. Surely it can't be. Bayern, no. BVB has done its part in finally sending HSV. Hanover, something. She see a seashell by the seashore. Now say it fast 5 times. It fast, it fast, it fast, it fast, it fast. Punctuation is your friend. There. She see a seashell by the seashore. Yeah. Right. Now then. Back to the concentration. That was Mad Aussie Gaming. Thank you, Mad Aussie. It's most kind. But no, I will not be outfoxed by a tongue twister of any kind. No, sir, because I'll just refuse to do them. What was I talking about? Oh, I don't know. What are you? You're right. Okay, here's the plan. Here's what's going to occur in short order. I'm going to buy a train. Right, and that train is going to carry cattle. That's the one from the hub here up to old food processing up there. Now it's a long way, so it's going to need to go quite quickly. So I'm going to find a train that has got some quite quickly about it, and see how we get on. What's the speediest thing we've got at the moment? But it's the Mogul, isn't it? Now it's not as grunty as the PLM, and it is going to need to haul a lot. It's cheaper and it's fast. Plus, we can start it out not taking too much at all. So let's get that as our starter point here. Freight. We're going to want boxcars 7 versus goods wagons 4. Well, the humble goods wagon can stay home. Also, that's European, and there would be hell to pay. Right, what are we talking here? 7. That's 14. That's 28. That's 42. That'll do for now. What I'll do is I'll add additional boxcars as need arises. Right. Right then. So this is going to be some kind of food processing bulk line, which I have for some reason not set up. I thought I did. No, you named the station. You didn't create the line. Right. Okay. Let's get that going. Right. Here they go. And out to there. There you go. Oh, look at that. I love it when I've properly named stations so you know what they actually do, what they're for, and so forth. Right. This is going to be, I don't know, what's my naming convention for goods lines? Hubs. Hubs, right. Hubs, food. Right, you set to hubs food. Now then, which platform have you opted to go? You've chosen wisely. Well done. Good work. Go to the top of the class. And while we're about it, we will have you wait here until full. Now, we'll also, because we don't want you waiting too long, we'll have you wait for 2 minutes. And then that'll just work lovely. Now, this obviously is not going to pick up until I've got boxcars on my existing freight trains. So when they're on their way back, I'll send them both in to be fixed up. But means we can get rolling. Get rolling. Finally, right now I've got 12 million quid in the bank, and with that I'm going to patch this up and hopefully get another passenger line rolling. Let's advance things a little bit more swiftly. Hello there, what are you? Hubs fuel, and it's packing 196 on there. That's great news. There we go. We won't stay at top speed for too long. I just want to get these trains switched over before I forget. Right, so getting that done in relatively short order is a good idea. How many pork barrels have I currently placed? 401. As Aussie Farmer pointed out, 401 is the answer there. Right, you there. I want you to go to the depot, please. Right, there you go. Off you go. And then we're gonna slap a couple of. Hold on. That's going to be sharing a line with the primary fuel train. So we're gonna stick a signal on there, and we'll stick one on there as well, just to prevent disaster. For disaster is ever vigilant, ever ready to rain on whatever parade I happen to be leading at a moment's notice. Right. Okay. Now then. Which was this? This was Sioux Falls, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was. Right, you are now in the depot. Let's slow it down again. Hold on, which one's that? Right, you, depot, if you can. Right, on to the back of here. Now, normally I would do this by just upgrading the train, right? But in doing so, I would actually have to pay for the replacement cars on the train at the moment, and they can get a little bit older before I need to. Don't clone a vehicle. That would be the wrong button to place. There, buy trains, freight cars. Some of these. Let's go for 3. Sure. Right, and then you are heading back to Sioux Falls on the fuel bulk, which is a line that I now need to change the name of. Let's get the other train in. And then we'll run a switcheroo. So train 14 is the one we're going to send out, and that will be a thing of beauty as soon as we get that going. Right, you, sir, I want you going on the Sioux Falls fuel bulk, which is now the Sioux Falls goods. Bulk. Sure. No, goods is actually a thing, so we'll call this poo. S XFL freight bulk, which is usually described as bulk freight. Let's do that. Might as well get it right. Bulk, no. Bulk, yes. Freight, also yes. Good. Right, now then, you, sir, you need buy trains. Close that, because I don't think it's going to do it right. There we go. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. Set line. You are the ELPS bulk freight. Bulk. Yes, freight. Good. Right, now then, that's everything now configured in a way that should mean that this new line kicks off. Much of its success is going to come down to whether... Oh, here we go. There you go. That's a mixed goods service going on there. Looks a bit odd, but I've got a mod in mind that I'll use later on that should make that look a lot more naturalistic. Good. Right. Yes. Splendid. Now then, where's my... Oh, it's already on its way back, look. There you go. Now, obviously, that's carrying nothing at the moment because there was nothing to carry. But we have now kicked into life. That's a good sign that we actually have some cattle waiting to go. The question is, do I have enough trucks for this to work? I mean, I do, given that amount, but the production's up to 120, so I would suggest I possibly need to deploy a few more trucks on there. Let's get some in here. Better to overstock now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll double them up. ELPS cattle trucking. There we go. Right, splendid. Let's put this at moderate speed so that we can get this going. Look at this wagon train rolling out here. And that's all looking quite promising. Right, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to go respawn my motor and have a quick drinky. What do you want to watch? Do you want to stay at the freight hub? There's plenty going on here. Maybe we could sit at the level crossing, perhaps. Yeah, actually, this is a fun place to stop in. Look at all these jokers. There you go. You can see stuff coming and going. I'm less bothered. Actually, this is where you want to sit, right about here. This is where high adventure will occur. I'm certain of it. Right, I will be back with you in a couple of minutes because I've got to go wash my mouth out with soap and water. Don't go anywhere.